So consider the situation shown in the figure. Mass of the block here, if you consider the problem, here two blocks are there. Mass of the block is m, block A is, and block B is 2m, and this block is connected to the spring which is connected to a rigid support. Okay, so when the system is released from rest, what is the maximum expansion in the spring, or what is the maximum extension of the spring? So that is we have to calculate. So how can we find this? Again we can apply work energy theorem. So the system is starting from rest. So initial velocity is 0, and the system again comes to rest because the system is brought down by the work done by the gravitational force. So work done by the gravitational force is pulling down the system, and the spring force is doing some work so that the system is again comes to rest. So this work done is opposite to that of the gravitational pull. So that is the concept in this problem. Okay, so we will solve it. Let's consider the block. This block is coming downwards due to acceleration due to gravity, so that the system is going to move down along. The block A is also going to move along the table, and the spring is also going to expand. So what is the displacement of this block B downwards? It is nothing but equal to maximum extension in the spring. So I will write a work energy theorem. Work done by conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So initially I am applying this for the system. So initial velocity is 0. So when this expansion is maximum, again the system will come to rest. So the final velocity is 0. So again you can say delta k is also equal to 0. Next one. Are there any non-conservative forces? No. Here what are the forces are there? First one is gravitational force. So gravitational force. First one is gravitational force. And second one is spring force. Spring force. Okay, spring force. And so these two forces, because the tension is also there, we will take it as internal force. So here we don't consider that one. Spring force and gravitational force. Then we can consider there is no non-conservative force. So work done by conservative force must be equal to change in kinetic energy. So what is work done by conservative force? Work done by gravitational force plus work done by spring force is equal to change in kinetic energy. So what is the work done by gravitational force? This 2m is going downwards. There is no effect of gravitational force on this one. So 2mg. So it is positive work done because the block is moving downwards. But here work done on the spring force is nothing but equal to, it is pulling the system to the other side, not in the same direction, pushing other side. So work done will be negative half of kx square, kx maximum square is equal to change in kinetic energy is equal to 0. Change in kinetic energy is equal to 0. So now you can write 2mg x maximum is equal to half of kx maximum square. So one x maximum and x is cancelled. So you can write x maximum is equal to 2 2s are 4 mg by k. So if you compare this with the formula given, x maximum is equal to n mg by k, that implies you can write n equal to 4. So this is the solution, n is equal to 4. So like this you can simply apply work energy theorem. Okay, we will see one more option question. The spring is compressed by a distance a, distance is a, and released. The block again comes to rest when the spring is elongated by a distance b during this. So there are 4 options given. You have to consider what are the right options. So work done by the spring on the block, coefficient of friction. These are the 2 questions, but the options are different. So the system is like this. So if you observe the system, the block is at equilibrium position. Say we can consider it is x is equal to 0. So when you compress the block, so it is compressed to a distance of x is equal to a. It is compressed to a distance of x is equal to a. And when it is released, so when it is compressed, what happens? Compressing force, work done by the compressing force is stored as potential energy in the spring. Potential energy in the spring. What is that value? Here k is the spring constant, and what is the displacement a? So it will be half of kx square or ka square. So work done by the force on the spring is positive. Okay, here the spring work done by the spring on the block. So here when you release this block, then what happens? The spring starts pushing the block, and the block is also moving in the same direction. So here the spring force, actually whenever we compress this, spring force is acting along this direction, but the displacement is in opposite direction. But when you release this, the spring force is in the same direction and displacement is also in the same direction. So that the same potential energy, you take it as positive. So that is the work done by the spring force on the block. Okay, work done is nothing but equal to negative of potential energy. Negative of potential energy is minus k, half of kx square. So again it is also minus of minus plus. So it is work done by the spring up to this equilibrium position. Once the block has crossed this position, what happens to the spring force? Spring force start, because this is the natural length. Once it has crossed this, the spring starts elongating, and the spring force acts in the opposite direction, but the displacement is in the other direction. The spring force and displacement are in the opposite directions. So what is the work done by the spring on the block? It is negative. Work done is a negative. So again you can consider spring force is half of kb square. You can write it as minus. So like this we are going to understand the concept. Why I have explained is with this diagram you can easily understand how to consider. And second one, we can also find using the work energy theorem, we can find the coefficient of friction. So I will here the work done by the spring on block. So spring force direction is like this, because when you compress this, the spring force is opposite to the displacement, and the displacement is also in the same direction. So what is the displacement? The displacement is a. So work done by the spring force on the block is half of kx square. It is ka square and it is positive. Again work done by the spring on block. So this is 1 and this is 2. Once it has crossed the equilibrium position, the spring force is acting in the opposite direction and the displacement is in this direction. So it will be half of kb square. Half of kb square. So the total work done by the spring on the block is half of ka square minus half of kb square. So you can write half of k into a square minus b square. So this is the condition. Next one, when what is the work done by the friction? So I want to calculate work done by the friction. So what are the forces acting on it? So gravitational force is acting on this block. So work done by the gravitational force is 0. Okay, conservative force. So spring force is a conservative force. Frictional force is non-conservative. As the block is going in the opposite direction, we can write here, as the block is moving in the opposite direction, friction is acting in the same direction. The spring force we consider, spring force is pushing the block, but the friction is acting in the opposite direction. Gravitational force is acting downwards, so the normal displacement and the force are perpendicular to each other. So work done by the gravitational force is 0. So to find the coefficient of friction, I will consider the second condition. So work done by conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force is equal to change in kinetic energy. Change in kinetic energy. So at the initial point after compression, the block is at rest. and maximum expansion, that is crossing the equilibrium position, the final velocity will also be equal to 0. So we can write delta K, change in kinetic energy is also equal to 0. So now I can write work done by conservative force means work done by spring force plus work done by frictional force is equal to change in kinetic energy, that is 0. Okay. What is work done by spring force? Already we have discussed half of K into A square minus B square plus what is the frictional force? Frictional force is negative because force is in the opposite direction to that of displacement. So frictional means you can get mu mg. What is the displacement? If you observe the diagram, so the block has started from a distance of A from the equilibrium and it has crossed a distance of B. So starting from u is equal to 0 to again its final velocity u is equal to 0. What is the net displacement of the block? A plus B. So mu into A plus B. Mu into A plus B. That must be equal to 0. Okay. So half of K into A square minus B square is equal to mu mg into A plus B. Mu mg into A plus B. Half of K into A minus B is equal to mu mg. So you are going to be asked quotient of friction. So you can write K into A minus B into 2 mg. So if you see the answer, two options are correct. Work done is W half of K into A square minus B square and quotient of friction is K into A minus B by 2 mg. Okay. So here one more problem. A knife edge of mass m is dropped from a height h onto the ground. On reaching the ground, it pierces through a distance s and stops finally. So here you have to find three different questions are there. The resistance offered by the ground, the time of penetration and retardation during the penetration. So all these three questions we are going to solve. So first of all, time of penetration and retardation of the penetration. Okay. Third problem we are going to consider. So a knife of mass m. So we consider the knife. So the knife is like this, and it is falling from a height of h. So it is falling from a height of h. The mass of the knife is m, and on reaching the ground, it pierces through a distance of. So it is a sand, I think. It is going to a distance of s and stops finally. So initially it is at rest, finally it comes to rest. So here the mass of knife m. The resistance offered by the ground. What is the resistance offered by the ground? So I am going to apply work energy theorem only. Work energy theorem means work done by conservative force plus work done by non-conservative force is equal to delta K, change in kinetic energy. So initial kinetic energy and final kinetic energy is 0, hence you can write delta K is equal to 0. Work done by conservative force means work done by gravitational force plus work done by resistance force is equal to 0. So what is work done by gravitational force? Gravitational force, the body has been displaced by h as well as s. So body is also coming down. So this work done is positive mg into the total displacement is h plus s. So the resistance you take it as r, but the displacement is in the opposite direction. So you can write work done as negative r into s is equal to 0. R into s is equal to 0. So what is the resistance? R into s is equal to m into g into h plus s. So r is equal to mg into h plus s by s. So it is mg into 1 plus h by s. So this is the resistance offered by the ground. So that is the first question. So second question B, what is the time of penetration? Before going to time of penetration, first we have to calculate retardation. Then it will be easy. So retardation means negative acceleration. So we got only resistance force. Now you have to consider the free body diagram. So FBD of the body inside the sand or inside the ground. So the weight is mg acting downwards and retardation R is acting upwards. So due to this, the body starts retardation. Okay. So free body diagram, mg minus r equal to m into a. mg minus r is equal to m into a. So what is mg here? R is already we have calculated. Mg into 1 plus h by s is equal to m into a. Is equal to m into a. So mg minus mg h by s is equal to m into a. mg get cancelled. So it is a is equal to minus gh by s. So this is the retardation. So second question is completed. Third one, that is a second question we have to consider. Time of penetration. Time of penetration. What is time of penetration? So time of penetration means retardation is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity by time. We can also consider. So retardation, we calculated it as minus gh by s. So before striking the ground, after striking the ground, once it has reached for the journey, downward journey, final velocity is 0. What is the initial velocity here? It is falling freely for a height of h. It is root 2 gh. So I can write root 2 gh by time t. By time t. So time t is equal to this negative, and this negative is also get cancelled because 0 has we will neglect that one. Root 2 gh by gh by s. Gh by s. So what we can write? Root 2 root gh multiplied by s by gh. So root gh and root gh cancels, get cancelled by root gh times. So answer is root 2 into s by root gh. So there is a slight correction in the answer. Answer is given as 2. So once you check it, I think I may get this correct answer because there is no mistake at all. Okay, this is regarding this problem.